welcome back after a very long time, and I'm so excited to be back. And since I was coming back, I really wanted to ask you guys as to what we should do. This comeback class should be something great, something that you always wanted to do. And I was so confused between contouring and smoky eyes because tons of you have asked me how to contour and tons of you have asked me how to do smoky eyes, so I was really confused. And then I asked you guys on Instagram that what you guys want to see, and most of you guys said contouring, and that doesn't give away smoky eyes any it doesn't give a less bit of a platform to smoky eyes, as I'm gonna do that in my further videos. But today's video is all gonna be about contouring like a pro, and please don't mind my accent. Yeah, so we're gonna be learning the A to Z of contouring. And I've actually covered a lot, and I'm going to be telling you how I contour, but I can also give you different alternatives because for contouring there's not much of makeup, or what do you call that, what is that, basic makeup. The drugstore brands, yeah, that is the word. Drugstore brands don't have that much of wide variety and range of colors. We don't have like a very dark skin tone or a very light skin tone. It's always medium, it's always ranging in betweens. See, the basics of contour is you gotta have two colors. You just got to have two colors, which are one is like 3 shades darker to your skin tone, and one is like 3 shades lighter to your skin tone. Like the darker one can be even darker than like 3-4 shades. It could be the darkest color, but then the lighter color has to be like 2 to 3 shades lighter, that's all. Because if you use too light colors, then that could make your skin look a little grey. And what I use are these LA Girl Pro Concealers. These are pretty much available everywhere now. I mean, not on like a regular market, but they're definitely there. If you like go out and check out any like pages on Instagram, or if you order them online, you can easily get hold of these shades. And these are like I ordered these from morphebrushes.com, and these are just about $3, and I ordered a bunch of these because only $3 for this, which is hardly anything. The powder contouring, I used again another holy grail, the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This kit is available on various Insta pages as well as on beautybay.com, and they offer free shipping, so it's pretty cool, and it's a pretty cool site. But yes, I know it can get a little high-end for some of you guys, and everyone would not really want that. I'm so sorry, I just play with my hair too much because there are too much of hair to play with. I'm sorry. And yeah, so I did not start with using this contouring for I did not start with using this kit for contouring. I used to use bronzers. Actually, I used to use like this bronzer. This is the Sephora bronzer, which has a highlighter also, which is now broken. But yeah, so I used to use this, and this is like pretty good for your cheek contour. But for the nose, I guess it gets a little bit too orangey. So I'm not saying just go for this contour. There are so many NYX powders and Sephora powders. You could actually go for a powder which is several shades darker than you, and you can always use that as a contour powder. And for contour creams, you could use these, or if you don't want to use these, or these are not available, you could use I also use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer for my highlighting. And contouring, I found this I don't know where that is now, stick. I found an amazing Stila stick on Amazon. It cost me about like 700 something. I was on a discount and I got that, and even I guess you could find it on Stila somewhere. And so you could use that for your contour cream, right? And or also another thing that you could do is that Inglot has a lot of yeah, these are the concealers that Inglot has. So it has them in like light shades, and it has them in like really dark shades. So you could pick these concealers up, which are readily available, and they're not that expensive. So you could pick these up and you could use these for cream contour and all. So that's with the alternatives that we all can use and have. That is about it, and I'm gonna tell you the technique how I contour, and with after buying all that stuff, you could also contour it with the same way, and which by using whatever stuff you want to. So without wasting any time, let's get started. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and tell me whatever you want to see next, because I really want to stay here for a very long time. It's not just about helping you, it's also about how much I love doing makeup, and if it's a way in which I can help people, and you know, we all can grow as a community together. So like my video and share it if you like it, or whatever. Just thanks for all the love, and love you guys. So first I'll start by doing highlighting on my face, and I'll start by creating an inverted triangle, and I'm using the color Creamy Beige from LA Girl Cosmetics, and I'm going to be doing that on the center of my cheeks. Then I'm going to be creating lines on my forehead just like that they are in the sun and I'm going to be bringing those lines down the bridge of my nose and just making a straight line on my nose basically. And also I'm going to be highlighting the chin and the sides of my nostrils. I like highlighting it this way. I'm going to be moving on to contouring. Then I'm just using the color Beautiful Bronze from LA Girl Cosmetics, and I'm going to be creating a diagonal line which is starting from the top of my ear, and I'm going to be bringing it down towards my mouth, but I'm just going to be stopping in the center just like this. So I'm starting on the top of my ear and just stopping in the center, and similarly I'll do that for my jawline. I'm just going a little above my jawline because I have a pear shaped face, but for those of you who have a normal face, I think you guys should just follow your jawline, and for those of you who have a small face, just go beneath your jawline, just go under it. And similarly for the nose, I'm creating two parallel lines. These two parallel lines should just touching the straight line that you created with your highlight color. Actually I'm creating an L here for that typical Barbie like look, and I also close the tip because I have a long nose. Now I'm just used a little bit of contour color on my forehead. That is just for a formality. I really have a very small forehead. If you guys have a large forehead, then just contour more on forehead and just highlight very little. Now since I'm done with this, I'm going to be going on to blending all this up because I really don't want any harsh lines on my face. I'm going to be blending it so that it's more like a shadow and not like any harsh lines. So I'm making sure I blend it properly, and when I'm blending the line that is above my jaw, I'm going to be bringing it downwards down my neck, and I'm not going to be keeping it upwards because I'm going to be ruining my cheek contour. Then I'm doing the same thing on the other side of my face. Is just that you can see it better because I'm just a little bit tilted towards this side. So blend it well. There, can you see that shadow? It's adding such a chiseled look to my face. Similarly, I'm just bringing that line down, just bringing it down, merging it down with my neck because that is our natural shadow, right? Now the next thing you need to do is just blend in again the forehead. If you have a big forehead, you need to do much more blending on your forehead then. And yeah, I'm not touching my nose here. Just don't touch your nose. I guess you can save it for the end. I use my fingers for my nose, but first I'll just blend the highlighted area as well. So I'm gonna be taking any just flat brush because I'm just gonna be patting it here, right? I'm not gonna be like buffing it, I'm just patting it. So just take any flat brush. This is from Morphe, and just rub it all over your face, all over the place that you highlighted. Don't use the same brush as your contour brush because it can really ruin your highlight and contour. Now I'm using my fingers and I'm just blending in the contour that I did. Just use your fingers, and I'm not spreading it because if you spread it, your nose will become too orangey. Just go across those parallel lines that you created and just blend it in a similar fashion. Now again I'm using my fingers, a different finger, for blending the bridge of my nose because you obviously can't go over with the same finger. You'll again end up merging everything and everything will just get ruined. Now I see that is a huge difference on my nose. Can you see that it has just become so much smaller? I just love the effect that contouring gives it. Now since everything looks pretty okay, I'll just make sure it's nice and blended because I just love pouting and making sure everything's prim and proper when I just contour. Excuse me for that, like seriously. Now I really have to go in for my powders. I need my powders to set all this up. First, I use just my normal powder, which is the NC25 MAC. I just set in all the highlighted areas because before going into any highlight powders, you can use that, or you can even buy a normal powder which is just lighter than your color and just set everything up. I don't want going over my contour because obviously it'll ruin my contour, but if you've messed up with your contour a little, then you can definitely use this step as a corrective measure. I'm also going in over my nose, the same place that I highlighted. Now once you pinch this powder across your nose, like pinch your nose with the powder, what you're doing is you're actually accentuating the contour which is done on your nose. So you can also use this trick to accentuate the contour. And there, can you see there's so much difference on the nose and on the cheeks? Now I'm going in with my powder, which will further accentuate my contour. I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills kit and the color Fawn. I like this color because it's not very orange, it's very grey, so it gives a very natural shadow like appearance. I'm going in only on those places where I contoured. Again, I'm using my fingers because there's much more control with your fingers, and I'm just going over all the areas I contoured. So now this shadow is much more clear, and see, my face is not even looking darker. Some people believe that contouring makes your face look dark. It's just when you contour too much, your face looks darker, but if you just keep it in a proportion, your face will anyway look just the way it is. Now I'm just using a little bit of highlight color, which is Banana from the Anastasia kit, on the center of my nose, just on the tip of my nose, because this gives a very Barbie-like look to the whole thing. And I'm just going a little under my contour because if I go under my contour, it accentuates the contour on the cheeks even more, so my face looks even more chiseled, and I love that Kim Kardashian look. So there, I think I'm done with this, and I hope you guys like this whole contour technique.